E.T. is first on the set of Sherlock Holmes.
My name is Rubber Ducky Jr. and welcome to our fascinating, massive action-adventure extravaganza.
Were you a Sherlock Holmes fan before you did this?
I figure everyone's a Sherlock Holmes fan if they've read the books, you know?
Had you read them?
Couple.
I wasn't a huge fan of Sherlock, but only because I didn't really, I didn't read them as a boy, and I only really knew of them when I was about 17. And one of my first jobs was on the TV show in England, the Sherlock Holmes TV show.
I didn't have a real familiarization with it until I read the stories for this. And I loved them. I thought they were so intelligent and you know, they're just great mysteries. You can really, you know, really cozy up to them.
They're calling this a reinvention of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's pretty kind of, yeah, rough and tumble. It's, you know, it's got a lot of action, it's very visual. It's, you know, it's got that kind of, it's got the feeling of the period, it's got that dirty look to it, you know, but it's got a real raw quality as well.
There's a modern appetite that can take a lot more, you know, nowadays than perhaps the 1940s audiences certainly could, you know, and I think what we've been able to do is draw on our imaginations to highlight from the source material stuff that will appeal to a modern audience. Guy brought to me a really fresh and intelligent take on it and was obviously going to approach it with a very he was going to pay it homage, but he was also going to shake it up a little bit.
I think as much as anything I think the reinvention is actually a return to the idiosyncrasies that Conan Doyle had in his books that people hadn't really paid much attention to.
What's your relationship like with Holmes?
We kind of have this dance. We seem to reunite over these cases and these mysteries we're trying to solve. And we kind of get in each other's way, and we also try to help each other. You know, there's, you know, romance there, but we're kind of on opposite sides of the law, so it makes, you know, being together virtually impossible.
When you found out that you were going to be playing Robert Downey's love interest in this, what was your reaction?
I was just really excited, kind of nervous, and he's so incredibly talented that, you know, my nerves were quickly subsided, all my fears went away.
I was very, very interested initially because Robert was playing Sherlock, and it seemed to me his past work has always been so exciting and so brave and brilliant, and I met him and he was a lovely man, and we seemed to be on the same page.
Why do you think your hubby makes the perfect Sherlock?
Robert definitely has some things in common with Sherlock in that he, you know, has this incredible brain. The way we were telling it with Guy Ritchie is that we wanted definitely to have the visceral aspect of it. So you needed the physicality, and I think we've seen he can do that. He did that to a degree with Iron Man, and he, you know, prides himself on kind of being able to bring that action component to it.
Are you ready to share this with us, Mrs. Downey?
Not to burst his bubble, but that was a pretty stellar 48 hours that he worked very hard.
Robert Downey bears all, finally.
I certainly don't look like that.
Well, I'm sure.
I look like the bloke on the right, next in the background.
Put it down. Put it down. One more time, flash it at me. Oh my God, you're killing me with that.